Hello YouTube, and before we get into this, no, I'm not naked, I have a tube top on. This may or may not be my last video on Westboro Baptist Church. As requested, I watched a series of videos put up by KJS 72, called The Truth About Westboro Baptist Church. And after watching it, I did some research and found out that it is completely true. And frankly, it made me sick. Firstly, the Phelps clan claims to not be violent. That is a blatant lie. Several of the family members have been charged with crimes of battery, assault, and witness harassment. John Phelps often exudes violent behavior by threatening women with sexual assault, and was arrested for asking lewd questions of a child. He also admits that he beats his wife and children. That really proves that they're nonviolent, huh? And frankly, DHS should have been all up in his ass for even thinking about beating his children, let alone admitting that he does. Speaking of which, where the fuck is DHS during all of this obvious child abuse? Putting children on pickets that is very harmful, depending on who they piss off. Hell, if my house is dirty, they'll take mine away. What the fuck? Fred Phelps savagely beat his children, and in doing so taught them that that is how children should be dealt with. If they left the cult, they were forcibly brought back, beaten, and starved. No child should have to go through that. And as for Miss Shirley Phelps Ripper, according to her own little storybook, the Bible, she is a whore for having a son out of wedlock. She should be missing a hand, and her father, as the pastor, should be the one to cut it off. But this self-righteous bitch actually claims that she isn't going to hell because Jesus died for her sins. The rest of us are just screwed. We're all going to hell because he apparently only died for the sins of the fucktards in this little cult. My children are screaming at me to shut up. And as for her bastard son, he should never set foot in a church, nor should his children and their children and so on and so forth for 10 generations. When I watched the video, the first video, it pissed me off to no end. But when I watched the second, within 3 minutes, I was crying. It was disgusting watching a 3 or 4-year-old child singing the most repulsive song ever written. And what's worse, she doesn't even know what it means. None of the children do. When asked what their signs mean or what a fag is, they have no idea what the true answer is. They think that a fag is anyone who sins according to their beliefs. Any sin. Not just homosexuality, but any sin. They know that their signs only mean what they say, without any kind of definition at all. What is said on the billboard is what it means. There are no definitions to the words. There's no definition to the meaning of the words together. Nothing. They just mean what they say. And frankly, that's called brainwashing. And that's child abuse. They're making their children stupid. Shirley, also when told that her behavior is weird, states that, and I quote, "You do not get to call our service to God weird and thereby make it so." Well, Shirley, you don't get to say that anyone is going to hell and thereby make it so. You do not get to say that homosexuals are demons and evil beasts and thereby make it so. Hypocrisy is bad enough in all religions. We don't need you making it worse. Well, this is just my opinion on a few things in the videos, but I do have one request. If you watch anything on my page, please look at my favorites and watch the 3 videos that I'm referring to. They're called sorry. They are called The Truth About the Westboro Baptist Church. And number 2 and 3 are aptly numbered 2 and 3. Show them to your friends and your family. Hopefully, if we circulate them enough, they will fall into the hands of someone that can do something and save these children. Because if something isn't done now, I fear that one of these precious children will be accidentally killed by someone trying to defend their family member's honor. And no matter what their parents do or program them to do, they are still innocent and undeserving of the cruel and unnatural future that lies ahead of them. Thank you, and Mary Park.